Well, hello. Not really in the mood, so I'm gonna try to make this quick. Got a 2010 Honda Ridgeline. Needs tie rods. So basically, first step, as always, jack up your car and make sure it's like super safe. And you're gonna take that off. And there's already been some tire wear, as you can see. That's from side to side motion of the tie rod. So I'm going to show you how to measure, of course, more dogs always. We're going to take the wheel off. Don't teach your dog not to bark, how about? So anyways, you're going to take the inner and outer off as one unit. We're replacing both. And then you can measure. I'll show you how to measure. If I can clean up my bench, or maybe we'll just do it on this blue bin, who knows. Yeah, so I mean, it's pretty straightforward. I'm gonna get this wheel off and we'll go from there. This isn't gonna be a watch me struggle and stuff video. Just gonna show you each step, cutscene it. I know you guys love the cutscenes, hate the cutscenes. Oh, one guy who really hated the cutscenes. He wanted to see the whole 17 hours, but whatever. So anyways, when diagnosing, you jack it up and side to side. Normally you do this with a tire on. And then up and down is typically bearing, unless you have different suspension setups, blah, 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 blah. So anyways, we're gonna cotter pinned. Oy. Okay, well here, I'll show you what parts we got. Maybe one day I'll get to welding that fender together. So inners, I like the Mevotech Supreme. I feel they're better than the Moog these days. There you go. Made in India, and the inners are gonna be there you go. Yeah, I need to clean this up to work, but whatever. There's so many projects that I never get to because whatever, my life. But yeah, so there was them. We're also gonna do this axle, but yeah, we'll split that up. Yeah. Oh yeah, maybe I'll get to that baby one day. What? So the next step, this is gonna be a 19. You're gonna want to grab your Milwaukee and do that. If you don't have a Milwaukee, you can use DeWalt. Then you're gonna grab this guy right here. Because I don't care, I'm gonna go like this. And there you go. Next up is you're gonna pull this boot off. You got this clip. There'll be probably some other thing down there. This is gonna really suck. But yeah, we said we'd do it. So you're gonna take some, whatever you got laying around. You do that. These are usually like a non-savable. Yeah, there's a clamp there. It's one of those, oh yeah, no, maybe there isn't a clamp there. No, there is. Sorry, camera work. I gotta pay attention to the camera work. That's what people want. I gotta. So there's a zip tie there. Okay, that's one of my old tricks. And then you're gonna see. Hold on, you guys want a light? Okay, so as you can see in there, where's the best angle for you guys? So you got that thing. There's only 2 flat sides. So what I like to do is just grab a pipe wrench. Yeah, and then you pull that off. And his rack is 100% leaking. So there's that. I mean, obviously someone changed these probably with like bunk parts. I don't know. The inner is actually pretty tight still. But because the outer, I just do both. It's cheap enough, so whatever. So, are you gonna see this? You guys are probably gonna complain about my lighting. So you're gonna grab it like that. It's gonna take a lot of force. So I found the best position for the passenger side is just upwards like this. It's gonna take a lot of force. You're gonna have to use your man strength or woman strength, whatever you want. And then gonna unscrew this bad boy. And there we go. Sorry, so this is the critical part. And I should have brought my stand out, but I don't care. So, when you get into like past OEM, they'll be overbuilt, as they say. I'm confident this is the right part. So what you want to do is measure the full length, which is 39. I wrote it there. But yeah, you're gonna want to measure like from the middle as close as you can. I'm not saying like don't go get an alignment after, but this will get it close enough so you can drive it to get to the alignment shop, whatever. And then you're gonna want to measure to this, the plate. Now the new ones came with a lock, which I know they often have. So I'm guessing someone just didn't put it in when they replaced this. So yeah, it's interesting on that. Anyways, but as you can see, like if you line up the centers, you can't just go off that because it is not the same length from the middle to there. So you're gonna have to make that up with this length. And I already took the liberties of because you have to get the boot off. So you have to do the measure. It'd be nice if you could just take the boot off and then do your measuring, but so I already loosened this with my pipe wrench. So then we'll unscrew that, get the new unit together. What's the best for this is vise. And yeah, we'll put that together. And yeah. Get a new zip tie on there, then reinstall. So I'm gonna go do that. Sorry, that was 39 millimeters because we use the Superior measuring system here in Canada. So that's these smaller numbers here on the tape right there, 39. So that's like 15 and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 sixteenths or some shit like that, or maybe in between. I don't know. It's 39, which is better. So I'm gonna use that. All right, so we got the boot on, and so this is a nice setup here. Oh right, I enjoy using anti-seize. I enjoy it so much. Because one, I mean, everyone's like, oh, torque specs, torque. See, in this case, what's gonna happen is that's when we go to tighten these with our shitty pipe wrench. Oh yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Yeah, I did this whole job with this guy. Other than like the sockets, and I probably could have taken the nuts off with this too. So like, it's definitely doable, and like I have the tools. I 100% have all the tools. I made an inner tie rod tool. It's, you know. But this is what I choose. I love baiting you animals. So I'm gonna get that on. I'm gonna peel that boot back. You're gonna want to make sure this is like straight, somewhat straight, and then go to the use your you know, the thing that you used with the measuring stuff. So yeah, I'm not gonna be able to film it with the. God damn you, stupid boot. Should have got my stand. I'm gonna use my forearm. I already pre-measured this. Yeah, no. It's 39 right there. All right, so I tightened the jam nut. I'm gonna throw some thread locker on there if I could find it, and reinstall. Operations are the opposite as above. So, found it. Screw that in, tighten it up. I mean, there are the flats. You can use a wrench if you want. Sorry, I should probably show you this. So like, what you do with this lock, as you can see, there's these two tabs, if it focuses. See that? And then that piece back there, you see those two cutouts? So that's gonna go inside there. And then what you're supposed to do is you bend these lips over here so it locks it. So let's do that. So let's see if I can get you a good visual of this. Focus. This is what I was saying about those two slots. And that locks in there. Now we're going to give that a tighten, and then you bang these over. With what? I don't know. Figure it out, man. So I mean, I when I saw the zip tie, I did question, hey, did I do these inners before? And I'm like, well, I never do an inner without an outer, because that's just doesn't make sense for me. Like, maybe at an alignment shop, or if you're going to pass a safety or something. But since I got to send this guy to get an alignment after, that's why I go through this effort to get it so close. And I have samples of how close you actually get it. I don't know what else you guys want to see. And then we're gonna throw a zip tie on there. Actually, hose clamps work good for those. There's not a lot of room to get, like, if you have the crimpers and the proper clamps. I mean, if you want to do that, go ahead. I'm not here to teach mechanics how to do mechanics. I'm teaching the guy how to do it in their driveway with limited tools. I mean, I know how to do mechanics. So yeah. Sorry. When I was saying before, when it was sideways, you don't have to re-loosen this. It's a fucking ball joint. I really don't want to fucking be here right now. Anyways, because it's Friday, he's at his lake. I already worked 10 hours. It's 8 o'clock at night. Get that boot on, tighten that down, get the cotter pin in, voila, you're done.